Hello and welcome to the Push Button Profit Show, episode 412. Yes, 412, the show where we introduce you to the make money online and internet marketing product creators. With me today is Mr. Ken Bluttman. Mr. Ken Bluttman, who is bringing out Digital Quotes Mastery on Tuesday, April 25th at 9 a.m. Eastern, which you can check out for yourself at any point during this conversation through the link down below. You'll get a nice discount and an awesome bonus if you decide to pick up Digital Quotes Mastery, which goes live Tuesday, April 25th, through the link down below. Ken, welcome to the Push Button Profit Show.
Hey, Johnny, thanks. Great to be here.
Well, thank you for giving up your time the day before the launch of your new product. Now, Ken, This is your first time on the Push Button Profit Show, and not a lot of people will know you, although you are very well known in the industry. So if you wouldn't mind explaining, who are you, Ken, and why should we trust you?
Thank you, Johnny. Well, let's see. I've been in this business for years now. Before that, my background was in big business corporations, where I lived in a world of professionalism, and you just had to be on the top of your game all the time. And I've just taken that into everything I've done ever since as well. So if you're looking to understand where I'm at with my own stuff, I'm up here with ethics and making sure things work and making sure you get great results. That's where I am, and I want you to have that as well.
Interesting. Well, thank you. So well, if you don't mind, it would be actually interesting to hear a little bit more about your story. I know we were talking before we recorded. How did you go from the world of big business and delivering very strong, great software products to go into this world now, striking out on your own and creating your own products? How did you make that leap?
Absolutely. Let's see. So yeah, I was working decades in big business, but I'm also a writer. So I don't think we even mentioned that earlier, Johnny. I'm a published writer. I've written a lot of big computer books for big companies. So I kind of had this dual career going of being a programmer in big business and being a writer of computer books. I'm one of the Dummies authors, if you know that company. And so with the writing part, I've always been interested in publishing. And at one point I was getting away from writing full books into going into more like puzzle books and activity books. And I was self-publishing those a bit on Amazon KDP platform, but they're a little tedious to make manually. So I wrote myself some software to create the books for me. So you could just click away a couple of things and poof, out comes, 100 pages of puzzles. And as a test for myself, I started publishing books written from my software to see if they would perform as well as doing them by hand, and they did fine. So at this point, I was aware of the market of product creators, hanging out with people online. So I knew a bit about the world, but hadn't been in it yet. So I put together a product called Puzzle Book Mastery. This was about 4 years ago, thinking, well, I'll sell this. I hooked up with some affiliates and put the whole thing together, the sales pages and all that. Didn't know what to expect, because in my head I was thinking, well, puzzle books, how big an audience, how many people want to buy this thing, And also we're talking about professionalism. Coming from that big business world, I put so much behind making this product, testing, checking with all kinds of beta people, reviewing things, 100 times over. And I released it via some affiliates, and I thought it would sell a little bit, a few $100s, and it ended up selling into six figures pretty quickly. And that was my walk away from the business world. But I've since released a number of products, but I always have in me, just from all my life of being up here with professionalism, it's just part of me. So if you're looking for, did we say the word trust or something?
Trust me. Yeah. Yes.
And I have a lot of customers who just, love what I do. So yeah, I've got that trust factor going.
And on that note, I mean, speaking of trust factor and a lot of customers, I myself am a customer of Ken's. I'm not just getting him on here just to help him just promote or benefit from his latest product launch. I also have invested my own hard-earned money into his own software products. I have one of your products, Ken. I was telling you about this instant social quotes maker, I think is what it's called. It's a wonderful software which creates some nice memes, wonderful background images with great quotes, which is quite linked to what we're getting into today. And I've been using that for a good past 8 or so months, and it's a rock solid software. Now, this product you're coming out with tomorrow on April 25th, on Tuesday, April 25th, or today, or whenever people are watching it, isn't a software product, is it? It's called Digital Quotes Mastery. Could you tell us a bit more about what Digital Quotes Mastery is about? It has on the sales page, which you can check out if you're watching this through the link down below. Sell easy to make image quotes. Get your
Yes.
share of profits in this fun and versatile niche. Tell us about Digital Quotes Mastery, Ken.
Yes, yes. So the last year or so, I've been releasing products that are geared towards people having shops on Etsy. That's kind of been a focus. And I go on Etsy and research, things that I can come out with products with that will, be things people want to buy because they can make money from whatever I bring to them.
Mhm.
And I saw uh, quotes on backgrounds. It's similar to the software, Johnny, that you mentioned, but that is a software product I wrote. This is different. This is about putting them together in Canva and selling Canva templates on Etsy. So there's no software per se in this one. It's more about the business of selling these image quotes on Etsy. So I'm very detail oriented. I just don't talk about it. I do show the market, but then I go and show actually how to make them. Like we call these over the shoulder videos, where I'm going on Canva, putting them together, downloading them, talking about them as I make it. And we'll see tomorrow. It should do fine.
Now, what I like about that is you say this is over the shoulder training. And why I like that is so many people buy into these kind of products and courses. And there's a sense that the creator isn't doing, the person who puts together the product isn't actually doing it themselves. Now, with over the shoulder, what's really nice is it's step by step. So if you
Yeah.
watching this today are interested in learning to create your own visual, viral content, if you're interested in understanding the Etsy marketplace, if you're interested in becoming a creative or a creator, but I've never done it before, Ken takes you through it step by step. So you're watching, so you just have to look at the videos and follow along on your computer screen together. And Ken guides you from that zero position all the way to creating your product for Etsy or your social quotes, which you can see on the sales page. You'll see examples of what you'll be creating, all the way to getting it onto Etsy and selling it, which I really like, that over the shoulder aspect. That's really pretty cool. If you don't mind me asking, Ken, I don't know if you have the figures or ideas, but what's the business opportunity of Etsy? People might understand the idea of creating social quotes, but talk a bit more about Etsy for those who aren't quite
Yes.
sure about what it is.
Yeah, so let me step back a few products of mine. Right, I started being aware of the Etsy market, like I said, about a year ago, and this was a lead-in from most of my stuff was about publishing on Kindle, but I started hearing about the word printables, and I started, bringing out some stuff. Printables are sold on Etsy primarily, but now looking at the printables, there's math worksheets, there's to-do list kind of stuff. They're generally PDFs people download to do something personal, organization, whatever it is they need to do. I was starting to see that market got saturated. And I don't really want to bring to my customers something that's already old hat and they're not going to have much success with. So I started looking at other things on Etsy. And a few months ago, I came across spreadsheets. My background is a spreadsheet developer from big business. So this was just like, do this in my sleep practically. But I made a course called Spreadsheet Template Mastery, which showed people how to make money on Etsy selling spreadsheets. It's a little difficult for some people because it's more involved. They are spreadsheets, but it's kind of the flow where I've been lately, is finding markets where you can get in, there's money to be made, you can charge a bit more, whatever the case may be. Because that's what I want to bring to people, ways to have success, not just, I get paid, sure, I'm the product creator, but I want you to feel good about what you got from me. That's kind of the point here. So with the quotes now that came out, I did more research for other markets and I came across those almost by accident because I've been making these quote images, I call them, forever. In fact, the product we mentioned is an older product of mine that makes them for you. But then I saw people are taking Canva templates, selling them on Etsy that are full of these quote images ready to go. And you just put them back into your Canva account and alter them a bit, and then you have products to sell. So I'm trying to show people how to create those packs that they can sell in their Etsy shop, because I do research with a tool called eRank, which you can do the niche research for Etsy. Great tool, by the way, erank.com. If you want to go get that, it's fantastic. And I saw that some of these shops selling these template packages of quotes are making really good money. So once I see that, I'm like, okay, here's something new I can bring out to customers who want to learn a new way to make money on Etsy.
Nice. And I like the fact you talk about researching niches that are not oversaturated, because anyone can go onto Etsy and sell anything within reason. But the key is, and that's what people will be learning amongst all the great learning inside of digital quotes mastery, is the unsaturated niches, right? The unsaturated quotes niches and how to create products for it, which is awesome, which gives people a real chance against
Yep.
even those complete newbies or completely who are trying something new to actually really make some good income from the Etsy marketplace. So good work there. And thank you for putting together this product there,
Sure.
Ken. So with that in mind then, Ken, say someone's been listening to this and they're thinking to themselves, yes, I'm interested in learning how to make money on the Etsy marketplace. I'm interested in how to create products easily with no software or expenses. And they do click the link below and they do go through to Digital Quotes Mastery and pick it up. What are the upgrades that are inside which come with Digital Quotes Mastery? If, they're optional, but if people do wish to make more money faster, there are always upgrades. Would you mind telling people what they can expect if they do buy in and get Digital Quotes Mastery through that link down below?
Yes, absolutely. So something that's popular now is vertical form. Okay, so even in the main product, the image quotes, I show a lot of vertical form ones, but they're not videos. They're just the shape, and they're really kind of geared towards Instagram size, but they can be used anywhere. But in the upsell, I take that up one level, and it's how to make them with videos. So it is literally the short form videos you see everywhere now. And I show you how to create them again in Canva. Everything's free. I show you how to get the videos for free off sites that you have permissions to use them. The quotes, obviously, there's famous quotes, and I even show you how to create them with artificial intelligence. And I show you again over the shoulder, watching me put together video quotes, downloading them, and you can sell those as well. So there's a whole business model. I don't think that even got started yet on Etsy. People are selling the images ones, but what about the video ones? Really, it's wide open, for people to get into that.
Nice. So not only an unsaturated niche, you're actually giving people, if they decide to get the upgrade, basically access to a zero competition niche as well. As in they can literally be first to market with it. So that's pretty awesome. Now that actually leads nicely onto what my bonus is. If people decide to get this through my link below, this will just be automatically delivered if you're watching this and you want to do it. I'm throwing in my own, you heard Ken just talk about vertical videos. I'm throwing in a pack of an entire year of done for you vertical videos. You'll get this immediately if you pick up Digital Quotes Mastery through the link below. I've got a pack of viral dog videos. We all know how much people love dog videos, how much there are millions of subscribers to dog channels. I'm going to give you watching this automatically, if you get Digital Quotes Mastery, a pack of 1 year of done for you vertical viral videos, which are perfectly edited for TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels. You'll get that. And you can put that on Etsy using all the knowledge you'll be learning from Ken's course. You can just upload my done for you viral videos, which you'll receive immediately, onto Etsy and begin to capitalize on this niche that Ken has just spoken about, which has zero competition. So that's a real done for you business right there. Should you get Digital Quotes Mastery tomorrow, it goes, well, depending when you watch this, on Tuesday, April 25th at 9 a.m. Eastern, it goes live. So click that link below at that time and you'll be able to get it. Ken, thank you very much for joining us on the show today.
Yeah, you're welcome, John. Great to be here. Thank you.
Thanks
Everyone for watching too.